Hey everyone, Coops here from the Whole Box and Dice, Hearthstone, some rank and jank for you all today. The new expansion, Boomsday Project, is on its way, and I will be heading down, thanks to our Good Games here in Australia, to a pre-release happening here in Australia. First time that we've ever had a chance to preview the cards a couple of weeks before the set comes out. We're going to be playing Battlecry today. It's a Murloc Battlecry deck that features the always hilarious Shutterwock. This deck, refined it over the last kind of 5 or so days, just mucking around with it. It's had a couple of cards added to it, which I didn't really think I needed to start. Things like ice fishing and stuff, but it's a lot of fun. It is Quest Murloc as well. And look, we're obviously here for some memes, for some dreams, and we're going to be versing Valera, Red Rev 1001, 2 Flame Tongue Totems. Look, we're going to throw both of these back. We're happy to draw these a little bit later in the game. We would ideally like some Murlocs. Okay. We replace the double Flame Tongue with double Ice Fishing, and that's going to be it's going to be an interesting start for us. At least we're going to be drawing some Murlocs, I guess. And we'll start off with the quest. Pass over to our opponents after we hit him with a Greetings Friend. So let's see what Rev 1001 is all about as we try and get this fire going. Alright, hallucinations. We're going to be grabbing a card. Really enjoying Hearthstone at the moment. It looks like the Boomsday Project is going to be a massive power creep. Look, I was going to play Ice Fishing, but the Primal Fin totem just seems far too much value here as we just try and put some early pressure on our opponent. But yeah, Boomsday looks like a massive power creep. Alright, happy for our opponent to throw the Doomsday down. We will get one more. We're going to draw 2 more Murlocs from our deck and then just end our turn here, and we get double War Leader in hand as well as a Rock Pool Hunter before we lose our whole board to the very, very red and orange angry elfy Doomsdayer. So, right, what's our opponent want to do with 4 mana? Let's see. Better make it count. Alright, the Spectral Cutlass has Lifesteal. It's a little bit annoying. What we're going to do here is that we are going to freeze our opponent and give our Murloc +1/+1, and that'll give us 4 Murlocs so far played to date. We're closing in on our huge Mega Fin, and if we get a War Leader down next turn, it's going to be pretty nice. Taunt is a little bit annoying. Going to buff the weapon there, so we'll be able to take out most of what we play, but not if we give everything 2 health. So I'm going to throw this down. Okay, so we're not going to attack with this. We do understand that, like, our opponent is going to probably punish us with the Hot Spring Guardian, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Oh, Pickpocket. Okay, we're interested to see if they double Pickpocket. Yep, seems like. You wait one more turn, you have to do it 3 times, but maybe they didn't. They just have a 1-cost spell that they're happy to play as well this turn, or prep. That too. Damn rogues. What do they got? Let's have a look. Okay, deal. Come on. Surprisingly, they still attack that. Alright, sure. We're okay with this. And they're just going to get in for damage. Alright, so our opponent obviously doesn't know that we have double War Leader in hand, but I feel like it's a little bit of an oversight for them because we're going to be living. We hit him with a nice little greeting as we go in for a lot of damage here. Yeah, incredible indeed, I know. And we just need 1 more Murloc before we turn on Primal Fin. So I'm sure our opponent wasn't expecting to go down to 12 as they cast the Blink Fox. Trying to get a fair few copies of our cards. Stay away from our cards. Oh, stop getting this 3 health and Taunt. Right, so our opponent obviously now needs to start turning their attention to the War Leaders because they need to get some power off the board. Quick smart, but they give up. Alright, well, there you go. Murloc Storm. We didn't get Primal Fin off. We didn't get the Shutterwock off. So we get our first star from rank 19. So I think we can run this back. Oh, we've got 2 victories within class anyway. So we'll try and tick off that daily by finding another one. And our sweet little tip is rarities in colours in order. White is common, all the way up to orange is legendary. And it's really cool. I don't know if you've seen this. If you're following Hearthstone, hopefully you have. The free-to-play legendary actually gives you the 3 like pre-constructed decks that they offer up for each class. You don't get to pick which ones, you just put that in your deck. And that's like a really nice way to give some, I guess, extra stuff to free-to-play players and players that don't want to put any money into the game. But we're pretty happy with an opening hand like this. We're going to get rid of Spirit Echo here. We don't really need that card. We do just have the 1 copy in the deck, but we get a Rockpool Hunter, which is pretty solid. The only card that we really, I guess, would like to nuts rip off the top would be the when you summon a Murloc, give it +1 attack. We would definitely use the coin then to get both Unite the Murlocs as well as that out. But opponent's still trying to work out what they would like to do. Blood Raven. Come on, mate, you're a hunter. If it goes to the face, keep it. If it ain't going to the face, chuck it back. But maybe it's a very complex hunter. This is a very deep in thought hunter. A hunter who has a lot of purpose and has a lot of a high opinion of himself. The hubris of this hunter to keep this. Oh, okay, all right, mate. It's 3 cards. Opponent is roping us in the card selection. No. All right, we're just gonna have a lovely sip of our weird water concoction. There we go. All right, let's see what our opponent's about. You better have an amazing turn 1 play for us after making us wait that long. That's all I can say. Get this fire going as well. It's a bit chilly in here. And we don't like this creepy red eye either. All right. So we don't draw the nuts. What a shame. But we're going to be able to start making 1/1s next turn, which is 0/1, sorry, next turn, which is, I'll try that for the 3rd time. We're going to start making 1/1s with our 0/3. We got it out eventually. We'll see what our opponent wants to play here. Be very surprised if they just hero power. They'll play a secret. Could be anything. All right, we're just going to slam this down anyway. Let's see what happens. Oh, all right. Live to fight another day. I'm going to go Murlockin' crazy at this point. Probably play our Murloc if our opponent equips a weapon here. If Bloodraven's got his sneaky bow, but we also get to discover a Murloc, which is pretty handy. Pretty happy to put that down. I guess it really now just depends. Oh, mate, this is the most strategic hunter I have ever played against. He gets the 4/2 because they always do. Look at that, it's like clockwork. So annoying. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to equip this. We're going to give this +1/+1. See what happens. I have the freezing trap. That's annoying, but we get to play this anyway, so
I don't have enough mana.
It's alright. Even though it does cost us the extra mana, we're alright with just, I guess, having it as a replay effect because it all counts towards our Mega Fin. So our strategic hunter once again ponders life, the universe, and everything. Just go face, mate. It's so easy. Click the button that does the damage to the dome. It's the beauty of a hunter. Right, we'll attack this. We're gonna play. We're gonna get our 1/1 down. A 1/1. Our 1-drop down. We're gonna take another 1-drop here. We're going to leave this on the board because if he has Explosive Trap, we're going to lose both of these little critters next turn. Our poor little Murlocs. But you never know. You never know with hunters. Alright, now you've got 2 secrets down. So now it's getting a little bit insane. Now we definitely can get some value from the Murloc. The fact he's not looking at taking out creatures would suggest to me that when we attack with this, it's probably going to all go really bad for us. Yeah. But we could have used this here to give it +1/+1, but we're okay with this. Because we are going to get out just some extra stuff. Going to give our Murloc a little bit of a buff. Once the game recognises what we want to do, and we're going to freeze our opponent here. There we go. What's he got? Got us. Got us with the rat trap. And we don't have the ability to hex it until next turn. That is very annoying. Alright, well, he's got at least 8 damage to the face here, which is a pretty big swing. We will definitely be hexing that rat next turn. Oh, he's got a lot of damage. He's got many damages. Oh, slow down. Alright, we are now on a super tight clock, so we need some miracles at this point to pull this. Okay, and he just has all the damage in the world. Oh, we are so dead. That is incredible. Alright, well, I guess it was a risk seeing if opponent did in fact have the rat trap. I'm happy to kill this. We know our opponent doesn't have any more secrets, but we are cadetted unless this is the taunt. Which it is. Ha! We live to fight another day. Possibly. And there's heaps of stuff that can kill us in this deck. Let's have a look. 2 damage. So we are 100% dead next turn. And what? No, there we go. We die. Well played. Bring on the damage. Bring it to the face. Ugh. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, well, we're 1 from 2 with Battlecry. We lose our star that we work so hard to earn. That is super annoying. Look, when the hunters just, I guess, like, getting the 2 times where we were like, oh, if it's explosive trap, we could have put the extra health on our Murloc to get around it, and then they got the sweet 6/6 rat. It's such a dirty secret. It's one of the ones where every time I look at it, I'm like, high risk, high reward. You know, there's plenty of decks that don't want to play 3 things in a turn, but obviously a deck like ours, we are more than happy. Plenty of rogues as well if they're trying to get a couple of creatures out, and we are pretty happy with this as an opening hand. We are very happy with this as an opening hand, and what we're actually going to do is probably coin out the 1-drop there, because if our opponent wants to take the turn off to use their lovely Fire Blast, then we're probably pretty okay with this, especially because we're going to have the Primal Fin Totem anyway. Look, obviously there's a chance our opponent doesn't have anything in hand, and Fire Blast, we've just effectively given him or her some value there. Bran can't. Well, Bran can't. Hopefully you can't win this match, so we shall see, because I guess it really does just buy us a turn off. We're going to play, oh nice, get our Primal Fin down. We've got our Gentle Mega Saw to adapt all our Murlocs, which is always nice, and we'll see what our opponent wants to do now with their 3 mana crystals. That's not very nice. My lovely Primal Fin Totem. We're going to give this Murloc +1/+1, and we're going to get in for some non-Fire Blast death damage here, is our plan, as we... Hey, let us in. Let us in. Oi, 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 oi. Why don't you let us in? Alright, opponent is just going to town with... opponent is absolutely going to town with their early removal here, but we do get some value. We get a War Leader, which is pretty handy for next turn, plus the Murloc. The freeze on our opponent's probably not the most useful, but you never know. There might be a minion that we can take offline for at least a turn. We'll be able to play both next turn, which is pretty solid. That'll be a pretty big swing. Depends on whether our opponent wants to commit 2 of their mana for a Fire Blast. They're going to use Shifting Scroll. Ooh, clever. Very clever. Alright, so I'm going to take out a lovely 2/1, which is super annoying. And hopefully next turn we'll be able to give all our Murlocs some health as well. Get in for a big old 5 here. And we've got 5 now. 6 out of 10 for Mega Fin. So that is pretty solid. Would definitely love to be able to play this and another Murloc next turn. Would be a pretty handy turn for us. We want to get some pressure on the mage before they can cap out their mana crystals, and then it just gets a little bit silly for us because they just do some horrible things. But we'll just make a little ice sculpture whilst our opponent waits. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty it is. Alright, so polymorph our War Leader, obviously, and then use that to ping it. I don't want to leave a terrifying sheep on the board. We're going to repay the favor here. Extract a bit of value. We'll make a totem before we pass the turn. Spell damage is always nice. Brings it up to 3 to 4 damage if our opponent does want to play some minions, but possibly will not need to use that. Next turn we will have the 7, so we have the ability to give our Murlocs some health and then Battlecry them all, which will be a pretty solid turn, I think. Just depends on what our opponent wants to do with their last 4 energy crystals here. Cast another worm. Cast 2. Alright, sure. Trying to get in for some early damage, obviously, so probably would have liked to go a little bit faster this game, but I think we're okay. We're going to give everything 2 health. See if we can get a nice attack buff on our Murlocs here. Making them not being able to target it by spells like hero powers is pretty huge. We're going to take out the first one. That way, if our opponent does have some spells, yes, I'll be able to take out this, but we are a-okay with that. But they have the Flame Strike. No! Damn mage. Alright, that's okay. Make a Murloc. Spew forth some board presence. We just need one more Murloc for greatness. One more Murloc to satisfy Primal Fiend. We've got a nice empty hand as well, which is always solid. Opponent's going to play Primordial Glyph. Okay.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Alright, we're starting to set up the cost reduction here. Another Flame Strike. Ultra BM to me. Oh, okay. We definitely get some huge value out of the Storm now. We really want to hit... Probably really want to hit this to satisfy... Spell power one time. Spell power one time. Spell power one time. Yeah. That's right. Pseudo spell power. Searing Totem new. This is pretty solid. Our opponents used a lot of removal on our board, and we're just about to complete the quest, so they weren't able to completely take that offline. They only have 3 cards in hand as well. We're about to have a million cards in hand. Hopefully we can rip. That's pretty solid. We're definitely going to play this. Then we're going to play Mega Fin. See if we can get the thing that gives our Murlocs +1 attack as well, or the Charge Murloc would be ideal. So we get both. So we're going to play the Charge Murloc because that's going to allow us to get through both of these. When we look at some of the Murlocs that we now have, we have the Sovereign Secret, a bit more board presence. We get a couple of Primal Fins. Didn't get any War Leaders, which is a little bit surprising. What has our opponent got? Got a Fire Blast here. Luckily, they cannot kill the Primal Fin just with that alone. But our opponent does have a Secret, which kind of sucks. Okay. You would think that our opponent does not have the Obliterate Secret. Nope. Just Ice Barrier. Okay, that's fine. That is a-okay. So we're just going to keep pumping up our Murlocs here. Make them a little bit more resilient. We're going to give them all +1 attack. No, we're going to discover one. We're going to rip a War Leader 100% for sure. We did not. Get the Murloc. We're actually going to run this into this. So we can get this down. A little bit more health for everyone. I think our opponent is pretty much donezo, is what we feel from this point. They would have to have, I guess, the Flame Strike off the top. They can kill that, and then they can pop. Yeah. But that is not going to be enough. Sadly, we did not Shudder Walk, though. What a shame. We'll go our most attack. We'll hit him with a... Whoop. Okay. Apologies. Well, we get our star back. We might probably have 50 gold. Come at me. Love that. Probably got time for a few more games of Battlecry here, as we haven't got Shudderwock out once, which is a little bit of a meme, but I do really like Shudderwock. Let's see what we can find. I bet you it's going to be a worthy opponent, just like it's a bit of an inside tip. There we go. So close. I've never versed that StarCraft Pro. I don't know why. Too good, that's probably why. Alright, body count. Let's verse a lovely Zoolock, and we will definitely keep Lightning Storm against the Warlock here. And we will get our quest out nice and quickly, and we'll just kind of start making some Murloc. Some Murlockery is what our plan's going to be. So we'll play our quest. We've got 10 to go before we get Mega Fin, and it's just such a 5-mana 8/8 that fills your hand with random Murlocs. It's just so beautiful. We're okay with this because we will... Oh, perfect. Another Tide Caller off the top. Means that we'll get 4 Murlocs to start our quest off really, really nicely.
Don't tell me what to do!
Opponent is not playing very nice. I wonder if he goes face here. If he goes face, then we potentially get the benefit.
In the light's name.
Ooh, alright. You just need to relax, Mr. or Mrs. Warlock. So we could play the Flame Tongue Totem, but we're just going to throw this out because we're definitely going to do 3 damage to the Taunt guy. No, so annoying. That's right. Just do the 1 damage to the face and we use the 2 to finish it off. But Bysol's back a little bit. We'll be able to kill this with a Flame Tongue Totem. No, we won't. Unless they do it. Nice. We are kind of okay with that because we don't really have much of a choice, to be honest. We do have the Tide Caller next turn into a Flame Tongue Totem.
My eyes.
So we should be able to put plenty on the board. Opponent's starting to get into a bit of damage against us. We're going to just try and get this all buffed up. Give that 5th damage here. We're going to use this just because we don't want it to take the Flame Tongue Totem off the board. I'm going to be able to summon 2 scouts next to it. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, that's alright. We'll be able to kill this. And we're going to just take this off the board because this thing is super annoying. There's nothing worse than something that deals 1 damage to all our board continually. Please don't have another one. That's alright. We don't have another taunt. A nice little heal up for our opponent. This is pretty solid. We're going to be able to get ourselves a War Leader for sure. Nope, we do not. We are going to freeze 3/3 here. Only does 2 damage, so we're going to live a little bit risky and do this just so we can get in for a whole 7 here. But it's not going to be too much of a risk because we're also just going to rip summon the heal totem off this. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, body count. My sincerest apologies to you, sir and or ma'am.
Mushroom power!
I love that. Mushroom power! No, opponent wants a life tap. Just trying to get some cards in hand. We are A-okay with this. We are going to... it's going to be tricky. We're going to run this into this, just so we can discover another Murloc here. Yeah, I know. No one really knows what you're saying, mate. But you're living your best life. How many do we need? We only need 1 more, so we're just going to take... Nope. We take nothing. Because our opponent says you will get nothing back. Alright. We're going to do 1 more. We're going to see if we can... Let's see if we can get this Shuttlewalk actually out. It's like, it's so frustrating. The games you don't recall, you just have these like insane like quest completion, Shuttlewalk, and the memeiest boards in the world. And these ones you're just like, nope, can't do that. So we'll go 1 more before we jump off for today. But hopefully you're enjoying the gameplay videos putting up. We've been doing a few Magic the Gathering Arena stuff recently, and obviously we have an absolute love for Hearthstone here. I think it's such a fun, fast game. We really hope Magic the Gathering comes to mobile. Now we see our Shuttlewalk. We definitely can't keep this as much as I would love to, especially against a mage that is just such a bad person. The Lightning Storm isn't super ideal against the mage, so we will just quest out. Neither is the Hex. So that's okay. Next turn we can Ice Fishing and draw 2 Murlocs, and that'll at least get us going on the board. So hopefully our opponent... Oh, Quest v Quest. Alright, Super Z. I see what you're about. We're going to get some early bodies on the board. Complete the first 20% of our quest. See if our opponent wants to use their Fire Blast to just ping our 2-1 here. Yep. We'll draw another 2 Murlocs out of our deck. Unless we get something great. So good to have the Echo Murloc. And we're able to play this, which is perfect. It's always good when you can spend just the last little bit of mana you have to make another one. So we are already at 3. Okay, if you didn't Frostbolt the Murloc, we definitely could have considered playing Echo. But we will probably just leave it now because we'll actually have the ability to give our Murlocs a bit of health, which we can use to pop this. And we're at 5 now, or 6 maybe? 5. Okay, so 5. It's pretty solid. When we get to 6, we get 3 of these off, so that's very, very handy. That is an annoying 5-4, which hopefully we will be able to deal with. Do I want to throw this away? Look, we're gonna do the quote-unquote safe thing. I know, it's truly a coward's move, rather than just going for the buff. Next turn, we're gonna play 3 Murlocs anyway off Echo, so it's a bit of an insurance against a board clear. Maybe if we get like a War Leader, we might have a little bit different play because we could get in for quite a bit of damage. But we also want to be mindful of the 4-5 on the other side of the board because we don't want to leave our opponent with threats that pretty much just one-shot every single thing in our deck. So we don't get it, but we get something almost just as good. We'll play this, and we'll be able to give our 5th point of damage. Sadly, we can't get anything out of range, but that's okay. We'll still go through for a lot. We're going to cast a totem, and it's going to be Taunt. Not too bad. Gives us a little bit of protection with our Murlocs as well, and we do have 9 damage on the board, which is always nice, and that's half our opponent's health, so it's never bad to have 50% lethal on board at any point.
Woven.
Let's see. Okay, Flame Guys. They're going to try and take out the totem, would be my guess. Yes, they are. And they'll just use Fire Blast to ping that down, which is a little bit annoying, but that is okay. I think we're just going to strip a War Leader off this, which we're definitely, damn it, not going to do. We've got 4. You know what? I'm going to take this, and we're actually going to be okay with casting 2 Echoes here because we actually have another one anyway. We're going to clear both things off our opponent's board. Just get in for the 1 damage. We'd rather our opponent not have anything on the board. We definitely have to get to a War Leader eventually. At some point, we must find a War Leader. So opponent gets, now we have, what do we have? 4, 7, 9, 10, 12 on the board. Opponent is being very annoying. Oh no, not the secrets. This is where it can get out of control. Opponent just takes another threat off the board, which is kind of okay. We are going to go get, let's just see what happens. I'm going to go in with this. Alright. Okay, so that at least crosses off some secrets for us. We are going to play this. So we're at 9 of 10. That's pretty solid. No, we're at 10 of 10 now. We get our... Enjoy your 1-2 Murloc, mate. But we get a Mega Fin. We're going to go in for here. Take that out. We're going to play our Mega Fin. Get in for 5 damage here. Oh, get triple charge. Double charge. My eyes deceived me. Get double charge and a War Leader next turn. Plus... Okay, our opponent doesn't have a Flame Strike here, which they've just committed to playing their Elemental, so they do not. That's pretty solid for us, because I'm pretty sure our opponent just straight up dies now. Yep. My hand is too full, unfortunately. It is a blessing and a curse. Not as much as this. And we say, greetings, my friend. Well played. Well, I promise you this deck can do stuff with Shutterwalk, but we get our win there, and I'm probably going to call that one for today's video. I don't want to leave it too long for all you lovely people out there, but that was Battlecry. We'll jump into the deck super quick so you can have a look at it, just so you can see the inner workings of a madman. We'll start at the... Nothing costs more than 4, except for Shutterwalk. And if you haven't seen this card, it repeats all other Battlecries. So the Battlecry of adapting the Murlocs, the Battlecry of discovering the Murlocs, the Battlecry of giving our Murlocs health, giving it +1/+1, of summoning a 1/1, of freezing an enemy. So it ticks all those Battlecries off. We use some Flame Tongue Totems to just give us a little bit of extra power. We don't run anything like Bloodlust in the deck. We have Lightning Storm as a bit of way to clear. The Spirit Echo, I feel like this card's a bit of a flex card. The Mega Sword, just feel like you need the 1 copy once again. It feels a little bit bad having the 2. Hex is pretty huge, so Hex and Storm we rely on just to shut down anything that crazy our opponent's trying to do, and then obviously just play our sweet Primal Fin with Shutterwalk there. But that's going to be it for me today, and some Hearthstone. Like I said, we've got the pre-release coming up here in Australia, which is going to be super awesome fun. Cannot wait for that. It will be very, very cool. As always, thank you so much for watching this one. All the usual YouTube stuff. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Coops. This is the Whole Box and Dice. Peace.